Grace, of course, was my firstborn, so everything with Grace was the first time. So the first time to see your child walk, the first time to hear them speak. So for me, being Grace's mom, it was the mom of firsts.
It's hard to even believe that it was real.
I was with my two smallest children. We were walking in the woods. It was a Sunday afternoon.
And we actually heard the air helicopter. And we were like, well, that's not good, but surely it's nobody we know.
When the sheriff arrived at our house that day and told us that Grace had been involved in an ATV accident, my first question, of course, was, is she okay? And he said, I don't know, but I know you need to go to the hospital.
And she called, and she was panicked. She said she was headed for the hospital. The sheriff had just come to the house.
I mean, really, the whole way there, I was bargaining, asking God, let it not be her. Maybe they're wrong.
I got the kids to the house and jumped in my truck, and I got there as fast as I could.
We got to the hospital, and
I was rushing the doctor, and I was like, you're very anxious. You want to know.
So we were sent back to a room.
And it only took about 5 seconds to figure out what had happened.
As soon as I saw the chaplain come in, I knew it wasn't going to be good.
My wife instantly crumpled to the floor. I can remember trying to catch her before she fell.
The doctor had explained to us when the accident occurred, Grace's heart immediately stopped and she couldn't be revived.
At first it's shock, and then it manifests itself into, as just the most profound sense of grief that I hope nobody ever has to experience. And I just thank God He let me have that little girl for 15 and a half years.
And our family will keep moving forward with her in our hearts. And now the greatest thing is that Grace is going to be in everyone's heart. Over the last 20 days, we have heard hundreds of stories of the way Grace quietly worked through people's lives.
She was an amazing person. She was always smiling, super fun to be around.
She just was an amazing girl.
When Grace was smiling at you, it was because she genuinely cared about you and always made sure that when you left her, you felt better than before.
I think she'd want to be remembered as caring, generous, but most importantly, a young lady that was living her Christian faith.
And the Be Like Grace message is very much intertwined with those beliefs of Grace. The Be Like Grace movement was started due to a Facebook post that I had made the day after Grace had passed away. And then her coach, Jared Schmidt, decided this was something that the world needed to hear. And so he created #BeLikeGrace.
The Be Like Grace movement, in my opinion, is just to be a better person and to make your community and the people that you interact with on a daily basis better.
I think it's a pretty simple message of love and to love your neighbor.
The Be Like Grace movement is just to challenge yourself to be a better person like she was.
It's also been amazing that one little 15-year-old girl has changed this town.
Not only has the local community reached out, people all over the country and now all over the world are hearing Grace's message.
Simply wearing a t-shirt or a bracelet and spreading the message that way, using the hashtag on social media, but also more importantly is taking that message and letting it reflect in your own personal life, in the way that you act, in the way that you treat others.
It costs you nothing to give somebody a smile or to wave to them or to encourage someone. Be the best version of yourself every day. It's the movement of being kind. I mean, I'm gonna miss Grace every day of my life. No parent ever wants to bury their kid. But I am overwhelmed with joy that I had the privilege to know such a special kid and I got to be her mom. And I am filled with pride because my daughter is doing something that I at 36 could not have done, which is move people, teens and adults all over the world. And so I'm incredibly proud of Grace. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of my daughter.
Be like Grace and be the best version of yourself. Brighten someone's day with a smile.
Be generous.
Spread compassion to the world.
Be kind.
Brighten someone's day by saying hello.
Tell someone you love them. Be like Grace.
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 Grace had a passage, and she wrote a lot of Bible verses down in her journal, but there was one from Isaiah, and she had written, "See, I am about to do something new. Look, I've already begun.